Hi, this is Laura Clark with LA Story, and we are here with voiceover artist, singer-songwriter, and mom, Debi Derryberry.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
You are so cute. You interview other people, but I don't know if your viewers know how adorable you are.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, a lot of kids and moms and parents actually probably know you best as the voice of Jimmy Neutron.
Right.
You have a lot of voice credits under your belt, and you are a very talented singer-songwriter, and includes the new CD Baby Banana.
Right. My brand new CD.
Well, before we talk about that, I wanted to talk a little bit about how you grew up in Indio, and I was wondering, did you and your family travel to LA a lot and go to places that you liked, or?
We did not.
No,
My
okay.
dad and mom both worked full time. Dad all day, mom in the night. We sort of stayed down as desert rats, really.
Right.
The only times we got out were, I guess, in gymnastics. Once we went to the Desert Valley Lead to Riverside. We went to Disneyland a couple times. When I was 16, I went to Israel.
Wow.
We did go to Mexico a couple of times. In the summer, in the desert, you just swim.
That makes sense.
I'm a big swimmer, a big water person, and when I grew up, my passion was scuba diving and water, anything wet and warm.
Oh, good. Well, so
So-
with River, your 8-year-old son,
Yeah.
with him growing up in LA, do you do a lot of water things with him? What kind of stuff where do you take him, and where do you like to go in LA?
We started him swimming quite early. I think he was water safe at 3 or 4, and now he's a fish, like a butterfly.
Of course.
My husband is he's what you call an art consultant. So he places art in large lobbies, like a Water Garden in Century City, and he does a lot of artwork. So he visits a lot of museums.
Okay.
So River
That
gets
makes sense.
that cultured side of museums and art openings and gamelan concerts and meditation. He does all this with my husband,
Wow,
Harvey.
very sophisticated.
And of course, I drag them all to as many concerts that I perform as possible.
Okay.
We've taken him to the Hollywood Bowl a couple times, and we do. We try to do a lot of stuff as a family. Like since it's a tough economic time right now, we did our first week on a road trip with the Grand Canyon and Sedona and Scottsdale
Very
and
nice.
Vegas. So we did things on
Vegas.
the way. Yeah, well, we just stayed at one of the big hotels with the river pool.
Yeah, the laser. We've done that with our daughter too.
It's fun.
Very fun. Yeah.
It's real
absolutely.
fun. And of course, when we're there with him, there's it's just a family trip. Which if you can just get through the casino quick,
Yeah.
then they don't have to be around the smoke. To me, it's just that I don't want him to be around that cigarette smoke so
Sure.
much. So. That was really fun, and then that was a driving thing. And then last week we did Big Bear, which
Okay.
my girlfriend has a house on the lake.
Very
so
nice.
another
Lots of
family
fun.
activity. We saw a play in Big Bear. We tried to get him to water ski.
Wow.
And of course, every day is homework because during the break he goes to a private school and he has a huge pack of homework.
Does he?
So
Wow.
every day it takes about almost an hour to get through it, and then he has his reading, and then he has his journaling,
Wow.
and so that's always a job to make sure that's done. And during the summer he's still taking piano,
Oh, very nice.
so he has piano to practice almost every day, which he loves. We found the best piano program
good.
when your kid's ready to take piano. It's called
I would love it.
Simply Music, and
Simply
he doesn't
Music.
have to learn music yet.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have to learn reading yet.
Okay, gotcha.
It's he's more graphic oriented, so it's finger patterns.
Oh, okay.
He can play huge pieces.
That's amazing.
For him, it works.
Wow.
I know other kids can read music earlier and it works for them. This really works for my son.
Oh, wow. That's a nice alternative. Definitely.
And
to
we
reading the
live
notes.
on a pretty big property, so we do a lot here at home. Like we have 3 chickens. So
That's right.
my son will go and collect the chicken eggs. And he'll be with me when I clean the coop. And we have a very large dog, and he likes to play with the dog and lay on him
That's so
and
cute.
practice commands. We also have a very old dog, so he sees the whole geriatric animal thing.
Right.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
There's my assistant, Hannah.
Hi, Anna. Nice to meet you. Well, you were talking about singing to your son, and with your job and with voiceover, did your son, when you popped up on screen or on the TV, was he like, "That's my mom"?
When I was pregnant with River, I was recording Neutron, and after I gave birth, I was still recording Neutron and lots of other cartoons, and I would just bring River with me to recording sessions. So he kind of grew up in the studio, and I also was working on different musical CDs. I had a country band that was coming to an end then, and I was recording my new children's album. So River would accompany me to the studio, and you know, he'd hear me on the radio, and we'd see my name come up on TV when the music played, or he'd watch Jimmy Neutron or Curious George or Oswald the Octopus, and I'd say, "That's Mommy." And I don't think there was ever a point where he went, "Wow!" It was sort of like, "Yeah, okay."
Oh, really? It was just normal?
Like, it was
okay.
normal.
Okay.
Because so many of my friends are in voiceover also.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, yeah, my mom's Jimmy Neutron. We saw SpongeBob today at Starbucks." I don't know if he's jaded or...
Right. What about his friends? Are they like, "Oh my gosh, that's your mom"?
Now they are. Now they are.
Because they're geared toward kids his age, the programs like Jimmy Neutron. And,
right. Well, Oswald the Octopus and Curious George are very young.
For younger kids.
Which is too young for River now. But he really loves Curious George, and he also is into this Nintendo DS. There's a game called Crash Bandicoots.
Okay.
And I'm Coco Bandicoots.
Awesome.
He'll be playing the game, and he'll say, "Mom, that was you." "Well, honey, never mind, it was you, Mom."
That's really funny.
So I can't say he's impressed at all, but there are times when he has his friends over and he's very proud.
Oh, yeah.
Or if he comes to one of my concerts and I'm signing autographs of her, he'll want to sit there with me and sign autographs too.
Oh, that's adorable.
And so he'll help me, and sometimes they'll want River's autograph or they want my autograph. It's a tough juggle because I don't want him to feel left out. At the same time, I'm getting all the attention, and I can't let my fan feel left out.
Oh, yeah.
So oftentimes now, my husband will take our son away, and I'll just go to work.
Gotcha.
That'll be me going to a concert or just going to work.
Right.
Because that way he won't ever feel like he's not my center of attention.
Right.
Because it's
Separated
difficult,
a little bit.
you know, and as he's getting older, he's 8 now, the focus, like your child is always number one. But as he's more and more mental, it requires a lot more of my focus on him. So when he's got a play date right now, and I have my office assistants here, and we're working on business now.
Right.
But you've got to just juggle it, and I don't know if it's like a special God-given genetic gift that women are the social coordinators. But do you find also that you're the one that schedules everything?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I don't remember anything. It's all written down on my little calendar. And then we publish the calendar, and my husband knows what I'm up to.
Oh, yeah. No, it's totally necessary.
But it's very difficult to juggle the school activities, the friends' activities, and my mother lives in the house next door. You know,
that's
she's
nice.
in her senior years, so we're taking care of her needs, and I have, 2 dogs. One's very old, and there's the chickens, and then we rent out a guest house, and I rent out a couple rooms at Mom's house, and there's always
so busy. You
concert
need that calendar.
schedule. Yeah, there's just, like anybody, have a lot going on at once.
Absolutely.